Oh, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, there it is. I thought that was super loud. How's it going, y'all? How you doing? What's up? Simply a Dale. Dude, good. Thanks for being here. Always early. Yeah, my bad. I just got out of the shower. Hi, Roses. Good to see you. Icy Skates. What up, dude? Good to see you. How you doing? How's everybody's Sunday going? How's your Sunday, Simply a Dale? Roses. Icy Skates. Everything's working. My bad. Yeah, YouTube this time was being a little funny. It like didn't work at first, so I had to like relog in, and I was like, "What's going on?" All right, cool. But we're all here. We're good to go. Sick. All right. I'm gonna go make some coffee real quick. So I'll be in what's it called? The other room. But I have my chat right here. But Zaku says just got back from Hey, Zaku, what up, man? How you doing? Just got back from digging through records. Bought a bunch of French stuff. Oh, sick. Like what kind of French stuff? Like French jazz, French house? Like what kind of French we talking? What kind of what is it, the word? Je ne sais quoi we talking, man? And Rosa says, nice. Nothing negative happened this weekend, so it was nice. Oh, I'm glad to hear. That's good. Hey, take your dubs when you can get them, Rosa. That's what's up. Heck yeah. I'm glad you're having a good weekend. Are you still playing Kirby Air Ride, by the way? How's Kirby Air Ride going? I need the stream link. Here we go. And Simply Dale says, yo, pretty good, chilled out, handle some chores. Oh my god. There we go. Handle some chores. Finished a draft a project, and now about to eat some waffles with ice cream. Simply Dale, you always eating good, dude. You're always eating so good. That's it. Like just waffles with vanilla ice cream, and do you add even extra syrup on top of that? Because that's wild if so. And yo, Skyer, what up, dude? How you doing? How's your Sunday, Skyer? But I'm gonna be in the other room real quick. I'm just gonna make some coffee because it's jazz night later, so I gotta get amped up. So yeah, we'll probably stream for like a couple hours while we pack some orders, and then I gotta run to jazz night with some homies. But Zaku says the French records, they got us some down-tempo boogie. That's what's up. That's what's up. I almost put MSG in my coffee. That'd be crazy. Skyer says, you're just enjoying some sloppy joes? Dude, I haven't had a sloppy joe in a minute. I probably should make them. Well, I don't know if I can eat them anymore because, my stomach stuff is all weird. Dude, I been still going through my pantry, and now that I've gotten rid of some of the worst stuff, it's my stomach is starting to feel so much better. Even just reducing the amount of stuff I've been eating has been so beneficial. But Rosa says, yes, lol, me and my online friend played yesterday. It just happened randomly as I was doing my thing, so it was really fun. Okay, I'm glad to hear. That's sick. And who is it? Yo! How you doing? I saw your email come in. I still have to reply to it. But I saw just the preview of you being like, hey, even though what you said was kind of crazy in the movie, honestly, you were spitting. Thank you, who is it? I'm glad to hear that you agree with me when I said that in the movie. But the video says, I got this different kind that's mint vanilla with chocolate chip. Oh, mint chocolate chip. You know Enrail by any chance? Who is it? Oh my god, Simply Dale. They make I don't know how to describe it, but they make vaporwave stuff, but it's super EDM inspired. It's pretty crazy actually. They're kind of goated. Not gonna lie. But I remember them telling me their favorite ice cream flavor is mint chocolate chip. No, it's kind of random, but yeah. But yeah, straight dark chocolate. And no lie, and more sugar. I might be overdoing it. Hey, if you got a sweet tooth, nothing wrong with that, man. I come from a sweet tooth family, so I know the vibes. And who is it says no problem. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to you in a little bit. I think after the jazz night tonight, I'm gonna come home, pack a little bit more orders, and then respond to emails and eat ice cream. It's gonna be a good night. But nothing but tag, dude. What's up? How you doing, dog? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Sunday going? I know I'm not on screen. I'm making coffee real quick. My bad. But yeah, how you doing, dude? How's your Sunday going? And Rosa says, I still haven't put Air Ride down. Me and everyone I play with are addicted, just like how I was as a kid occasionally. So it's so crazy we got this game. Yeah. I'm glad to hear. That's so sick. Yeah, I remember also being super addicted to Kirby Air Ride way back when I was a kid. So yeah. That's cool. I'm glad to hear that you're just as addicted. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could get into games like World of Warcraft. Because, it's like $15 a month. Or, I hope it's still $15 a month because, but games that you can just play forever are super sick. And actually, I take it back on. Live service games are kind of suck, but I know, you know what I'm trying to say. Hopefully. I like when you can get really into one game. I respect that. No, Sibley says, yeah, and I understand because it's so good. Sibley says, I'm convinced I'm adding chocolate syrup. Yeah, dude, that's what's up. Did I ever tell y'all about the craziest gym thing I ever saw? Gym hack? Okay, I gotta be on screen for this. Let me remind me about the chocolate syrup. Sibley Dale. And Rosa says, yup, I do. Hey. That's what's up. Yeah, my Sunday's going good. I just got back from the gym. What's it called? I went on a walk. That's my little cardio. And yeah, I kind of hit a point where like I'm not lifting heavier weights anymore. Where it's just kind of like, yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of like found my rhythm. But I looked it up and it was like pretty much like, yeah, like you're gonna have to like just like you can still probably lift more. It's just you have to like really want it, kind of low key. So I'm gonna start lifting like heavier, I guess. But other than that, yeah, what was going on? So after a stream on Tuesday, actually low key after stream on Tuesday, I was super tired. I went to the gym and like I remember just like almost falling asleep at my desk because I was like super wiped. And then I think on Wednesday, what did I do on Wednesday? Wednesday, I think I don't remember. I think I mostly, I think I told you I'm doing like a birthday thing. My birthday is coming up in not too long from now. So I've been organizing all my tapes to get ready to do a big tape birthday sale. So I think I did it on Wednesday. I like built a whole website for it and everything. Or I'm working on a website for it. So yeah, I'm almost done with this whole. I had to make ice. This whole coffee thing. All right, there we go. We're good. And somebody else says a sign of growth and strength, right? It's pretty good. Yeah, exactly. I thought I hit like, because sometimes people talk about your genetic max, because like you're only supposed to be so strong, like unless you're trying to like be a balloon, like become the Michelin Man. I'm not trying to get that buff. So what's it called? Pretty much. So I thought I was doing that, but it's just more like if you like I don't know, because when I was doing like smaller weights, I could feel myself being like, these are lighter as I got stronger. But now it's hitting the point where I'm like, 40-pound weights suck every time I do them. You know what I mean? It's like no longer like it's been like a month. I've been kind of like, I plateaued, if that makes sense. So they were saying that like, yeah, once you start plateauing, then it's just, you have to like do bigger weights, but just like less number of it. So like rather than doing like 10 reps of 40 pounds, I got to do like 8 reps of 45. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I got to start doing that, if that makes sense. All right, we're here. Now I have the hydration for when we do the hydrates. And my water's right there. Okay, we're good. Heck yeah. Let me try on the AC too. It's hot. All right. But who is it says? Well, describe my day, surviving guitar recital, debating on getting a new phone, nap, now I'm pissed. What happened? Last one is part of the side. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, oh no, you woke up angry? Like, did you have a bad dream? You know what I mean? But no, I feel you on that. Like when, I don't know, cause I don't like losing time. It's like whenever I like have to take a nap or something, I'm like, I want to, like I had stuff I wanted to do today. But what phone are you debating on getting? And that's cool, you do guitar recital. You trying to become a guitarist? I didn't know that. It's pretty cool. All right, maybe did you tell me before? You might have. Now that I think about it, I think that's something we did talk about before. All right, cool. We got to print out some orders. Oh yeah, but what did I do on Wednesday? Yeah, I mostly just worked on my birthday thing coming up. I had to pay rent. Wait, no, that's this Wednesday. Yeah, all I did, I was super sick. I was like, got to work all day on stuff I wanted to do. I was like, hey. But always in the room, dude. What up? How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Sunday going, dude? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's been like a little tiny bit. How you been? And who is it? Says Samsung S26 stuck between the Plus and the Ultra. Anyone here a tech person? Because I actually switched to iPhone. I used to be really big on Android, but keeping it. It's actually, this is kind of ironic now I'm saying it out loud, because y'all know that I've been doing the whole like Google thing where there was like a big lawsuit where they're like, if you worked at Google during these years, like there's a class action thing, yada yada yada. You know what I mean? I'm kind of bright. There we go. So I switched to iPhone because back during like George Floyd times, I like did all the math of like which tech company gave the most money to like support black people, and actually it's not ironic. Apple was the one, because you know what I mean. So I was like, I'm switching to iPhone because Google didn't give as much as Apple. Not that it was like a contest, but I was like, Apple put the money where their mouth is. You know what I mean? So, but not saying you should choose anyone just because, but it's just, it was a personal thing for me. But I used to be big on Android. In fact, I still have my OnePlus whatever right here. OnePlus, I use it like every once in a while. OnePlus something. But yeah, is anyone here a Samsung user? Anyone know about the Samsungs? Or we watch MKBHD videos, figure it out. But always in the room says chilling, just relaxing at home. I feel it. That's what's up. Yes, I mean low-key same right now, I guess. I'm also just chilling, relaxing at home. And I do remember what I did on Wednesday actually. So I actually, the game that I made music for one game before, and they actually just released it like a couple weeks ago. And I needed like gameplay footage to put like make a Spotify canvas and make an Instagram post like saying, hey, I'm in the game, yeah, because they didn't have any like footage of my song in the game. So I had to like essentially play the game up to the point where my music's in it, do a screen recording, and then I like edited a video on Wednesday of like, you know, the character I did the theme song for and stuff like that. So actually Wednesday I got to play games for work. It was pretty sick. But Dale says, Apple ecosystem, I feel it, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I have a MacBook, but FL Studio wasn't on Mac. So like my music making software wasn't on Mac when I first started, like way back in 2013. Well, no, it was even earlier than that, like 2010. Because I'm on Canal. So 16 years ago, it wasn't on Mac. So I've been Windows for work. And then when I was an engineer, actually I did Mac, but no, I feel an Apple ecosystem. Rosa says, I am on Android, but I'm so picky with tech now where the update's forcing AI on me. Oh yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah. And Noah's in the room says, I'm using Samsung. Okay, yeah. Well, do you have any opinions on the new Samsungs? Always in there by any chance? And who is it says, I might have to go back to a flip phone at this rate. Honestly, I have a buddy named Tanya. She rocks the flip phone. She loves it. I mean, she kind of doesn't, she's not really like a social media person in general though. But yeah, she still has like an old flip phone where you have to like type. You know how it's like you press the buttons 3 times to text people? She's like, like it's super sick. I think about it too sometimes because I honestly get tired of just like social media on my phone. I mean, it's ironic because I have to use it so much for like music stuff. But like keeping it real, if I wasn't like doing this, I think I would go flip phone. Because sometimes I'm scrolling through reels and I'm like, man, shut up, man. I don't care what y'all got to say. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I'm like, that's a terrible. I'm like, you know that meme of the guy ripping off his headphones? I would do it. I don't want to break mine, but you know the meme of the guy. I like the thing. He's just looking angry, just ripping them off. That's me sometimes using Instagram reels. But Sky says, I still have an old Samsung S3. Hey, that's old. Stupid thing drains battery even when turned off, but I still have it. Can you take the battery out, Skyar? Because I think older phones like that, like when batteries get real old like that, they start to like balloon out, right? Like aren't they like dangerous after a while? So you might want to check on that. If it's just draining battery while it's not even on, like you might want to be careful it's not like starting to like explode. But Skyr says it even drains. Okay, well then it's not a battery thing. It's a phone thing. Yeah, back in the day they didn't know what they was doing. Like back in the day they were just kind of they're just messing around. They're like, how do you make a phone? We'll figure it out. Yeah. But always in the room, so they used to work for Apple doing tech support in 2008, 2009. Dude, that was like during the Mac versus PC era, right? Like those ads. They're like, I'm a Mac, I'm a PC. That's pretty cool. How was it? How was that experience? Always in the room. I heard that like at a certain point that like it was harder to get into the Genius Bar at Apple than it was to get into Harvard. Like, because it was like such a coveted job, like customer support job, because they like paid really well at the time or something. But was in the room says I'm using a 4-year-old Samsung. Honestly, dude, yeah. I think that's kind of the move. Like upgrading phones all the time is kind of like it's like all that e-waste. And then like phones don't really like improve like they used to. Like back in the day, like you got a new phone and it was like 10 times faster. Now it's like you get a new phone, it's like, we added AI, and it's like, ugh, I don't want this. Like, I don't care. Yeah, let me to Rose's point. I gotta print that out. And Rosa says, I have a S22 Ultra and I use it to draw and I'm happy with it. Oh, sick. That's super dope. Yeah, I've noticed that like Samsungs, they have been big on the whole like stylus thing. Like, because I remember like the Samsung Note, a lot of people wanted that specifically for drawing and stuff like that. But I remember they exploded. I remember like, I think Rick Ross was using one. Oh no, it was CeeLo Green was using one and exploded on his ear. It was pretty crazy. I don't know if you've ever seen that video. It wasn't like, thankfully they weren't hurt, but like, it was pretty crazy. But always name says, did you see the Commodore flip phone? I did not, dude. I don't know. Commodore flip phone. Print stuff out. Oh, it's like brand new. Yo, this looks sick. Oh, it blocks social media and web browsers. That's crazy. Oh, and it has a custom Android OS. That's crazy. Go off-grid, double tap rear privacy switch. That's crazy. This looks super sick, dude, honestly. Has a high-definition music chip? Yo! I'm, deadass going to, pin this. I might be down, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Because honestly, I would love to carry this around and like use my iPhone for like work, keeping it real. And yeah, I saw that always in the room. It has a really good camera on it, like a super high quality Sony camera. But I would mostly want it for the sound chip. That's super sick. But Skyr says, yeah, brains. Okay, we talked about it. Yeah, Zaku says, oh my god, Zaku, because you got the ZQ. But Logan says, we got the Groovy Kaiju. Thank you, Logan. How you doing? How's your Sunday? How you been, dude? How's your label going? Always in the room says, I absolutely learned a lot working at Apple. I was bummed because it was a seasonal position and I got the official interview to work from home for Apple, but didn't get the job. Oh, that's a bummer, dude. That's a whack. Oh, dude, I just saw the Commodore price, though. It's a $400 phone. That's expensive for a flip phone, I'm not gonna lie. But then again, like, excuse me, to get one used on eBay, it's about the same price. I'm gonna keep it pinned still. I'm gonna keep it pinned, because maybe when I have money. But Rosa says, I forgot about the CeeLo Green Galaxy Note exploding. Like, you couldn't bring them on planes because they exploded so often. I remember that. Because I used to fly a lot, and I was like, damn. But yeah, it did look painful. But who is it says, that's why I disabled AI on mine, because I didn't ask for it. Plus, Google's another lawsuit thanks to their AI assistant. Yeah, Google's in all kinds of lawsuits. Rightfully so. They're kind of been catching lots of L's lately. But Dark Ray says, yo, what up, Dark Ray? How you doing? How's your Sunday going, man? Thanks for stopping by. How you feeling? And Logan says, I'm doing good. I found out what distributor Tupperwave uses. It turns out Box Jelly Inc. uses TuneCore, and when he left, he started using SoundDrop due to the provided by YouTube by IIPDDS. Sick, dude. I'm glad to hear you're able to distro watch Tup. You can also just, I bet if you DM'd him, they'd probably just tell you. Tup's a pretty cool guy. Actually, you know what? Since they blew up, maybe they're not as accessible as they used to be. But back in the day, if you just DM'd them, he'd be like, yeah, what's that? Especially on something like a, I don't know if they moved to Blue Sky or not, but like back on Twitter, like if you DM'd them, they were always just like, hey, we'll pop. But who's it says, yep, but free money for me? Yeah, no, for real. Get the class action lawsuit money. Why not, dude? All the roosters are coming home to roost. All this, what's it called? Like launch fast, break things, move fast, break things? Yeah. Well, about to break that bank account. Because y'all be thinking. But people who are really smart, people who claim they're very smart, they don't really be thinking, right? Isn't that tricky? Anyways, always in the room, I'm sure Commodore phone could be used for music production with the right apps. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if they're not, I mean, they would the screen's kind of small. I don't know how productive you'd be, but yeah, you probably could. And Logan says, oh yeah, I could have DM'd him. He sees all my replies to his stories. Oh, then yeah. Yeah, exactly. I bet if you just, hey, can you just, in one word, tell me what distro you use? Thanks. You'd probably just be like, TuneCore. Like, all right, cool. We have to say in one word, but like, don't mean to take up your time, dog, but can you just like quickly tell me what distro you use? And I bet they'd be like, oh, what's up? And Logan says FL Studio Mobile is so peak. It is actually, yeah. Yeah, my homie's been trying to get into using GarageBand on their iPhone. I was like, oh, you trying to hit that Steve Lacy? Have y'all ever seen, y'all know Steve Lacy, right? Like the guitarist. They made a few songs for Kendrick. I mean, they have a few songs on Damn. And then the internet, like honestly, they're like a legend. Steve Lacy is a super legend. I remember on TikTok at some point. But anyways. Steve Lacy is like really well known for like, they started their whole career just producing on their iPhone. So they would like sing into their iPhone and all that, and would play guitar into their iPhone. And they like made all their music on like GarageBand on their phone, and they would send it off to get mixed somewhere else. But for the most part, like, yeah. But like they're like Grammy Award winning artists just making music in their iPhone. And there's like even like a video of like he ran out of studio space just to sit on the floor with his iPhone. So he's like surrounded by all these like mega expensive mixers and like guitar equipment, and he's just on his iPhone singing. That's what he knows how to use. But Logan says, I want to buy Logic, even though realistically I'm just going to use FL Studio VSTI in it. Oh, I mean, it's up to you. Didn't you say your dad uses Logic? So if you buy it, like at least you have someone like help you teach you it. But I say, I don't know. I've heard this advice, but I've never followed it, so take it with a grain of salt. But I heard that like learning more than one DAW is like useful because it, essentially it's like learning. Like FL Studio is like a screwdriver, but sometimes you need a hammer. And if you try to like screwdriver a nail, it's not going to work as effectively. So like knowing multiple DAWs just like changes your approach to like how you do stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah. Always in the room says, I always assume it has an HDMI out or cast the screen to another device Wi-Fi or like a UPnP server. Yeah, and the Commodore thing, maybe like mini HDMI, because if it's a small phone is small, I don't know how they could. A whole HDMI port on that would be take up a lot of real estate on like the actual physical device. This video says Gemini Rights is such a good album. It really is, dude. It really is. And Guyer says it teaches you how to adapt if you learn more than one. Oh yeah, more than one DAW. If something doesn't work in one, try another. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've been wanting to low-key like learn Ableton one day, but I'm just Ableton's like $1 billion. And then two, because the thing is, every time I see someone use Ableton, like I see the interface, I'm like, since I mostly sample, like I feel like FL Studio is more for like composition, but Ableton's like really sample friendly, and it's better for like live performance. So I have to like do all these weird things to turn FL into like a sample machine for me. But so I know I probably have an easier time in Ableton, but I've just used FL my entire life, and I don't know. To me, it's like, ugh. It's like one of those things that like I think once Groovy Kaiju, if it ever hits a point where like I have an actual team where all I do is like hang out with y'all and make music, then I think I'll learn Ableton and piano. Those would be like my end goal things, is to have time to like learn Ableton and learn piano, like for reals. So I can start like playing piano at shows or something like that. I want to do the Orca Adventure Tiny Desk one day. That's when I know we made it. And I don't want to be I don't want to be there just pressing buttons. Like, I mean, it would be cool still to do all like the live effects and everything, but I wanted to, it'd be really sick if it was acoustic. And Skyer says, I've been meaning to learn how trackers work, free myself from the concept of a time signature. I know, Skyer, I want to learn a tracker too. Didn't they have the polyend, whatever? I was like, because that came out when I still had money. Okay. I was like this close to buying it, but I was like, I don't have time to learn it. And but the who is its point. But I can sell the high seas for. Oh, I appreciate you offering. I really appreciate it. Not afraid to do it. I did it for a friend once at FL Studio. So honestly, who is it? It's less of a money thing. It's more of a time thing. Like keeping it real. Like when it comes to spending money on like the music business, I still have to be careful. But like I don't know, like when Black Friday comes around, like I'm probably gonna buy another like 100 gigabytes worth of samples. You know what I mean? Like I budget for business stuff. Like that money is like I'm not too worried about. It's more like personal spending. But that being said, yeah, I just don't have the time. So I'd hate for you to like spend the time to like go find it, and then like honestly, if I'm keeping, I'm not even gonna have time to ever learn it. You know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, and even a real who is it? Like, I've sailed the high seas. I know my way around the, you know what I mean? I got my plugs. I got my plugs as well. But that being said, though, I mean, I'm at the point where I'm, I feel like I should be supporting the tools I'm using. So I always, I pay all my sample people. I pay all my, all that, what I'm trying to say. I think if you're actually making stuff happen with music, pay the people that make it happen. I don't know. But Logan says Logic is the golden ratio of FL to Ableton, except for the piano and sequencer. But man, the stock plugins in FL are so good. Yeah, the stock plugins in FL are crazy good. Yeah, I agree. I love them. And who this is? Yeah. And Skyr says you can get a free tracker dolls like Family Tracker and open them. Yeah, I've seen Family Tracker. That one actually I did open once. Started playing with it, and I've also played with LSDJ a lot. Skyer. But like when I say play with it a lot, I mean like I spent like maybe a few hours one day. Like I should really learn this, and then I'm like, so here's the thing, Skyer, that like really stops me is, okay, this is real quick. Hi, Butter. Good to see you, Butter. How you doing? How's your Sunday? So I was actually talking to 3D Blast the other day. We like caught up, and we were talking about like I was like pitching on life, but like one thing just happened to veer into it. I was like, I feel like the point of like, I guess vaporwave, not that, again, I think I make jazz beats at this point, but vaporwave really is like an exploration of like a song is more than just like the notes and the melody. It's like the feeling and the texture. Texture is a key part. So much of like what I think makes my music special is how the effects and the way I use the mixer. Like particularly, I see like myself as like using the mixer as an instrument, if that makes sense. And a lot of like trackers and stuff like that, I had to like, it's not that you can't do that, but I'd have to like make everything in the tracker, export all the stems, bring it to FL anyways, and then do everything I want to do anyway. You know what I mean? So it's just like extra steps for why. You know what I mean? But I guess the why is that you probably make different cool music. But you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. If I could clone myself, I would do it. Or if I'm like at the point where I'm not like stressed about like, I gotta get this album out this time because I don't have people help me. I mean, one of these days. But when that day happens, Skyer, me and you, we're gonna jam on trackers. I'm so down. I'd be so down to like trade notes on using trackers. Because I would love things like I used to have an OP1. I had to sell it because gotta sell these free CDs, or not sell it free, but buy free CDs. So I had to let go of that. But like things like the MPC sample, I would love to have an MPC sample or like an OG MPC XL, but it's just like it doesn't make sense at the time. But give us like 2-3 years, I bet we'll get a lot more toys to play with. I'd love to do them on stream too. That'd be sick. Like I want to eventually do what Knowledge is doing. That'd be super sick. Where you just like plays fighting games and makes beats. Be hella fun. But Skyer says, yeah, it really lends itself more to genres and styles that require minimal mixing. Yeah, exactly, Skyer. That or like keeping it real, what I notice is that it's usually people who get their stuff mixed outside anyways. So if you're like an artist that, which I don't know, it's maybe my own beliefs that are stopping me. Because like, some hip hop producers, you could argue their stuff is like more about the mixing, the mastering. Also, I don't know, I kind of like, I'm on the boat where like, I think the mixing engineer should get just as much credits on a song as everyone else. You know what I mean? Because some people will even say like, so this is deep cut music stuff, but like pretty much when you list a song on Spotify, and me and Logan have talked about this before, but like if you get paid for both like the WAV file and the idea of the song, and it's some people won't pay the drummer for the idea of the some people are like, well, the drummers are just the drums. And I'm like, dude, like the drums is what make the song knock. So what do you mean you don't give payment to people who made the drums of the song because it's just the drums? It's like, I don't know. It's like, I think, yeah, so some people argue that, like, some like singers and vocalists and guitar people are like, it's just drums. Like anyone can play the drums, and it's like anyone can sing your song, bro. So yeah, that ain't right. To me, I'm like, you know what I mean? But and if you really want to get into it, that's a very like, not trying to say a specific, not to be all race war, but it's a very European way to see music, is to think of it that way. Because like, I don't know, there's a really good video by Adam Neely kind of exploring that, like if we were to do like like and specifically say European, because like there's like a 12-note scale, but like if you look at something like not even talking about black people, talking about like places in Asia, they have lots of like microtonal stuff. Like there's like different like when they sing, like there's lots of like microtonal singing that happens. So it's like in Asia, like they would consider the vocalists more deserving of the publishing rights if you were to teach it that way. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, it's very, very debatable. Anyways, I don't know. I'm rambling, but going back to the original point of like Skyer saying like no mixing. I just notice it's people who tend to like, yo, my specialty is that I can make banging melodies, and that's why I get it mixed out other ways outside. You know what I mean? And since I'm the kind of person that's like, I know how to make really trippy mixes, I'm like, I can't. You know what I mean? I can't, but I want to one day. Yeah. Anyways, I hope I'm making sense. But Logan says I made my Twitter account a week ago. Already had 2K impressions. What am I doing right? Twitter gives out a lot of impressions. That's what's going on, Logan. Because there's a guy named Devin Nash I really like, who's like a marketing. He's like one of my like marketing nerd things. And I got what tech job, Logan? Congrats! That's super sick. Congrats on getting the tech job. But yeah, one of my marketing nerd people I like to follow. They talked about how Twitter is really good for getting eyeballs on your stuff. And Zaku says, "Boo!" Yeah. But I mean, like, and that's the thing is, that's not like one, like, you know, I don't know. This is maybe I'm like, I know I just gave a hot take on different cultures of music, but I think like every culture has something to say about music, and I think they all add up to something valuable. You know what I mean? I don't think it's like a this versus that. It's like a all of the above. So if you think about, I don't know, I'm drinking my coffee. Let's say some crazy shit. If you think about it, what's really crazy is future funk started off as black people music interpreted by Japanese people, remixed by like Latino people in Mexico. So it's like 3 layers of bloop bloop of like culture. You know what I mean? Like if you don't get Goku, like if Goku, oh my god, if Goku tacos didn't exist, you wouldn't have future funk. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and you wouldn't have city pop if it wasn't for like James Brown and like, you know what I mean, the Whispers and all that. You know what I mean? So it's like this weird like blah blah blah. So it's like 3 cultures, which is beautiful. It's beautiful. So yeah. And Sky makes a great point that it's extra silly because half of these people who like say these types of things about publishing and stuff don't even write their own songs anyhow. Yeah, that's another thing too. Yeah, that's also one thing I kind of like as I got to learn music more. It's been like, oh, you guys don't even write your own songs. That's crazy. Then like, what are you even doing, bro? You know, what are you doing other than just performing the song? Which is like valuable in itself, but it's like, I don't know. You start to learn that like your average Pink Panther song goes through like 20 different people. It's like, whoa, you know what I mean? Whoa. Well, your average modern Pink Panther song, or even like someone like Charlie XCX, there's like 10 people that are all like in the process, where they each have their own little thing. It's like, oh wow. But yeah, Logan, let me know about that tech job, dude. I'm glad to hear you got it. Huge congrats. Glad you guys got that text. And Rosa says, it's amazing to see how impactful cultures and things get. I love hearing about it. That's what I'm saying, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I love that it's like, I don't know. Because I've been thinking about that a lot. I've been thinking a lot of like, I'm like, damn. So if I'm not mistaken, if you like really dig into, and who's first is like, ugh, but like, because I'm sure there's some guy in the 1920s, which is ridiculous to think, but like, I'm sure there's some guy in 1920 that was like, I'm going to make music that sounds just like future funk, and I'm way ahead of my time. And it's like, okay, but I think a genre is more about the scene that forms around it, the culture that forms around it, more than the actual sound of it. But in terms of like, if you, I don't know, I took some time once to find like the first future funk EP, and I think it was Macross with Sailor Wave, like OG Sailor Wave in 2011. And then that's what inspired, like, that's like the seed that the tree grew from, you know what I mean? So like, it went, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I think I told y'all, but there's like this interview once where he's like getting interviewed by like I think like a Mexican music group, because he's like from Mexico City, and they talk about it a little bit of like, yo, like why'd you get so inspired? And it's like, I don't know, but I don't know, there's like, if you look in like the history of it all, it's super sick, because like you know, like the reason why, I don't know, I'm not Mexican, so please someone tell me to shut up if I'm wrong. I'm sorry if I am, but because Japan, when they were like exporting anime for the first time, dubbing it and stuff was like the cheaper than to like make new animations in your own home country. So like US would get dubbed anime when they couldn't afford to make their own like cartoons, but since it was cheaper, that's why Mexico got a lot of like Japanese like influence in like a lot of Japanese cartoons, because it was like, okay, we'll just have someone dub it like Dragon Ball Z real quick, and like it's cheaper than trying to like make our own animation studio in Mexico, yada yada. And that's how you get Goku tacos. Yeah, they're like, yo, because it was like very prevalent, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't grow up in Mexico, but I know, looking into the history of it all, I was like, oh, that makes sense. And that's how you get Macross 1899. Yeah, Zaku says, you're from California, you're Mexican. Hey, like, I appreciate it, but I can't claim it too much. You know what I mean? I want to be like, my friends are black, so you know what I mean? True, this is Mexico, technically. Technically, we are in Mexican land, yeah. Technically. You are spitting there, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'll chat that one, yeah. But yeah, I'm just trying to be careful, because, you know, I have a black friend, so thanks, Ed. You know what I mean? So I'm like, whoa. But, all right, we're packing vinyl, I'm sorry. We're getting too spicy on a Sunday. Going crazy on a Sunday. It's a trade-off. Everyone thinks it's okay to say the N-word. Saku, chill, bro. It's fine. Oh my god. Chill, Zaku. Process it all out. It simply doesn't load. This is going well. It's only been 40 minutes. I know, yeah. Oh my god, dude. But yeah. Also, just throwing out there, Zaku, aren't you doing a show pretty soon for AX weekend? Zaku, nah? Oh, when is it? Aren't you having like Tune in Tokyo Summer Slam thing? Or are you skipping that one? Are you doing like something else that day? Oh, okay. Will you be there? I'm just trying to give you a shout out, man. I don't know. But so this is congrats to Logan. Yeah, Logan, whenever you get back. Well, I guess Logan's probably like accepting that job right now. Logan's like, yo, get this shit. I'm about to get the bag. You know what I mean? Hey, Dennis.
New merch order from Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis. If you're watching, I'll pack it right now. Hell yeah, Dennis. Thank you. I appreciate you, dog. Who's it says we're getting a bit crazy on the Lord's Day, dude. I know, right? Yeah. On the Lord's Day, dude. Actually, what was kind of cool is super random, but Justin Bieber uploaded their Coachella set to YouTube, and because it was so viral, I like wanted to watch it. Because I don't know, I remember watching this comedian once that was like, "Yo, like Justin Bieber plays an amazing performance." I don't know, you know, he was like, it was back when he was a kid too, so I wasn't wanting to see like a live Justin Bieber performance, so it was cool they uploaded it. And the YouTube part was super innovative, but the show goes a lot longer than that. And low-key, going back to people don't write their own songs. So who knows if Justin wrote this, but he had a song, I think it's called Yukon, where he was like, damn girl, what's a king bed without a queen? I was like, oh, bars? Bars, dude? Okay, Justin, damn. But yeah, it was a pretty good set. I only watched half of it though, because after a while I was like, okay, yeah. But the reason why I bring it up is because of the Lord's Day. Yeah, there's actually like a big section where he's like mostly doing like gospel music. And I was like, oh, I didn't know he was like I knew he was like, you know, very involved in his religion and his church, but I didn't know he had so many like religious tracks. I was like, oh, sick. Because sometimes, you know, people get into their stuff and they really be hitting the notes different when when the Lord's involved. Which I'm like, hell yeah. Oh yeah, I'm looking for cardboard. Shut up. Give me one sec. Oh, I ran out. Okay. But yeah, so Zaku, okay, you're not even gonna be there. Okay, well, Zaku's crew is doing a show, I think this Saturday coming up. It might be next Saturday. But Zaku's not gonna be there. But yeah, just if anyone's looking for something to do, there's a show at High Tide in LA. If anyone lives in LA. But dude, that's wild. You have to get up so early. Well, dang. But yeah, I feel you, man. Have to do all that. But I'm wishing you luck, dude. And Saku says, baby, oh. What's hella funny? Well, I'll say it right now. Let me Let me get this MFN bubble wrap. It's pepper here. Isn't it? But yeah, Zaku says he really can sing regardless. Yeah, and Rose says that's nice to hear. Yep, his early pop stuff was dope. Mr. Bongo put a gospel funk on. That's word is tight too. I'm down, not too bad, Zaku. Cherry Cola, good to see you. Good to see you, Rampage. How you doing? How y'all feeling? And how's your Sunday, Rampage and Cherry Cola? And Zaku says I might show for a little bit, but I don't know. I feel okay. Well, you know, let's go. Well, if anything, you let us know on Tuesday because we're streaming on Tuesday, like how you're feeling about it. And people might want to pull up. Or even if Zaku's not there, y'all can still go. Still want to shout out your crew, Zaku. Regardless of if you can make it or not. Because y'all the homies. Cherry Cola says, I'm doing good. I'm glad to hear it, Cherry Cola. Heck yeah. That's what's up. I think I need more bubble wrap. Oh yeah, the thing I was gonna say is I was watching one of my astrology videos, and at some point they were talking about like Justin Bieber and his whole life according to his stars and stuff. And what's funny is, ironically, the dude's wife in the video was like, haha, Justin Bieber, nobody likes him. And the husband was like, what do you mean? He's such a great singer. And got like really offended in a video. I was like, I love his stuff. Like, why would you say that? He's like, you've never heard the joke back in the day where people kind of like poke? He's like, no, like his stuff is so good. Anyways, I was like, hey man, defend your king, bro. Rampage says, I ended up going to City Pop Shop in LB by the way I liked it a lot. Toxic Toast. Oh, I'm glad to hear you got to go to Toxic Toast, Rampage. Yeah, I remember seeing them do a bunch of Masayoshi Takanaka like vinyl memes. I've seen them pop up on my Instagram a bunch. But yeah, actually, I went to Frank Jesse's birthday party there. Like, I've been to Toxic Toast before that a couple times. But yeah, what's funny is Frank had their birthday. They have a good venue in the back. And last time I was there, it was right before I moved. Frank had his birthday. Yeah, I know Zaku knows him. And Zaku says, go to the show and just ask Marcus where Zaku's at. Lamel, yeah. That would work. And Ziblidos says, lol. Zaku says, oh, dope. I'm glad to hear that. Andy is dope. And Cherry Cole says, to hydrate and stretch. I'm hydrating. And stretching. But yeah, Rosa says, those jokes aged like milk, and I'm glad it did. Yeah, what's it called? Yeah, so Roses, I don't know if, I mean, it'd probably make you really frustrated if that's how you feel. I mean, that's how you, yeah, I agree. I'm glad they aged like milk. But Volksgeist is a YouTube channel, and they did a video on like the history of Justin Bieber's career, and they really highlighted like how like weird it was, like how even though he was a kid, that asked him things like, oh, like what girls are you looking at, yada yada yada, and he was like, I'm 12. And it's like, ooh, Justin, all the girls want you. And it's like, why are we doing this to a child? This is really weird. And because he was such a like, I mean, it was kind of like a, I don't want to say the words because he's a kid. You know what I mean? I don't want to say the words because he's a kid, because he was a blank icon as like a 12-year-old boy, like mainstream media. It was, you know, like looking back on it historically, like, you know, dudes were like kind of against it and like, oh, why does he get all the girls? It's like, he's 12, bro. What are you talking about? You know, it was, if you look back on it, it's like, ugh, dude, that's gross. People did that. I don't know, it's a really good video though, and it talks about like kind of like the stuff he had to put up with, like being like a child in Hollywood. You know what I mean? It was very Michael Jackson-esque. Not like, you know, not to compare him to Michael Jackson. Yeah, like just things he had to go through as a kid was very similar to what Michael had to go through as a kid. But Josh Skateboarding, what up, Torch? What's up, dude? How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Sunday going? It sucks. That was a big ass slurp, though. Yeah. My bad. Yeah, because I put my mic on the side, so you probably got the, you know what I mean? I'll chill on the slurping. Rampage says, yeah, Toxic Toast owner is like a encyclopedia. That's sick, dude. Yeah, I don't think I ever talked to him about City Pop specifically, because before like City Pop blew up Rampage, like he kind of was just like a sick punk vinyl store. So I went there a couple times. Like, and I'm talking like this is like 2013. So before like when City Pop was still like, what's that? You know what I mean? But yeah, they seem nice. And everyone says, "Oh God, yeah, it's a really, I don't know, I don't know if you like music history, it's a really good video to watch, but just be warned, you're gonna be like, ugh, yeah." Oh yeah, that one time that fool made a home video sitting there like that. Yeah, what's funny, I'm not gonna lie, I watched. It's weird. It's funny you bring it up, Zaku, because I watched the video last night. And then I woke, literally, I don't know why, but I woke up today, and that was the first thing I thought of was that video, that, you know, I mean, that really bad cancel Justin Bieber as a 12-year-old boy video he did. And I was like, why did I wake up and just immediately think about this? And now it's funny that you bring it up. But Jerry Cole says his parents also allowed him around Diddy for exactly days at a time. That's, yeah. And what's even weirder, Jerry Cole, is I think there's a video where it's like Justin Bieber and P. Diddy are both on the Ellen show. And I think P. Diddy's like, Justin doesn't talk about the things that we do. And he's like, haha. Like he looks like, haha. You know what I mean? Like scared, terrified as he's like trying to chuckle it off. You know what I mean? Yeah, simply do. Oh, yeah, it's not a good look now in retrospect. You know what I mean? But Josh Skateboarding, good bro, just got off work. Hey, glad you got off work. And my bad if Instagram's like slightly delayed. My bad about that. But love your music, man. Dude, thank you so much for loving my music, Josh. I appreciate it. And yeah, dude. Also, do you skate, Josh? I mean, it's in your name. But what kind of what are you skating? Like, what's your thoughts on skateboarding? What kind of board do you ride? You like a shop deck? Like a certain pro model you like? You watch Quarter Snacks? What's up, man? But Rosa says, yeah, why he's a celebrity, I was cheering on. I was too young to grasp how really he truly was, but from what I remember, it pissed me off. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, is that, like, I don't know. Yeah, Justin Bieber was very divisive for some weird reason. Because, yeah, he was just like a kid making, I mean, music for like a feminine audience, which is nothing wrong with that. But it's just, I don't know. Yeah, we, as a people, we kind of, you know what I mean? But it's also just, I don't know. If you watch the Volksgeist thing, you'd be like, yeah, what the heck were not we, but were people above us doing, or older than us? But what's it called? And Subido says, oh, I know, yeah, that's really bad. Subido. But Taco says, for the record, had tacos with Ree and Josh a few nights ago, and they were talking about how you were such a big part of the scene, and how you created a space for LA with Coastal Nostalgia, and then you left a hole when you moved, and how it's nuts you've been gone for 2 years. And then we started talking about how well you're doing for yourself, how genius you are. Oh, thank you, Saku. Oh, that's so nice. I appreciate y'all so much. That's so sweet. I don't know. You ever, sometimes you're like, I wonder what people, they're thinking about me and stuff. Oh, Zaku, thanks for letting me know. I miss y'all too, yeah. I have a picture of funnily enough, I have a picture of Josh and Ree on my fridge. I have like Polaroids of us. Yeah, I think I told you last time we talked, but I was like, we gotta scan the Polaroid you have of us playing San Francisco. Try to put it on my fridge too. But yeah, dude, thank you, yeah. Yeah, hopefully one of these days, I don't know, I keep talking about new show, and then I don't. So hopefully soon we can all party again, do some fun stuff. But Josh says, no worries, man. And yeah, I know you do too. Currently right at 8.25 welcome board. That's what's up, dude. Yeah, I had a Nora Vasconellos, I think her last name is, welcome board once. Welcome boards are sick. I like them a lot. That's what's up. Yeah, I got really into the flight decks though. I mean, not that it's like a though, but you know what I mean. I ride a lot of flight decks. But right now I'm skating a shop deck. There's a shop called Cowtown out here in Arizona. They're pretty good. And it's been interesting to go back from like flight deck to wood, like actual wood, because the pop is a little different. But flight decks, they just last forever. So it's been like trippy to go back. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, this might snap. But I haven't snapped it yet. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm also like 6'1", 210 pounds. So like I snap boards a little faster because I'm just, I'm a big boy on these boards. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Like, you know, I'm glad to hear that. I appreciate y'all saying so many nice things, Ahu. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest though. I am like, it's bittersweet for me that like no one's filled the hole yet. Because I remember like telling a bunch of people like, "Yo, like, it's your turn. Like, please do the show now that like, you know, I can't." You know what I mean? And like, I haven't seen anyone like really make it happen. And I'm like rooting for whoever can make it happen next. But Cherry Cole says, "How's your hair today? Stinky, decent, heavy, little." Actually, I watched it yesterday. I know it's kind of weird, but I had Kimberly help me out with that because I was like, "Kimberly, like, here's what me and Cherry Cole have talked about. Can you help me find like, can you do the deep research of what I should buy for my hair?" I ended up buying some clarifying kiwi shampoo that's like really cheap, but also like really, really good for locks. I just watched it yesterday, so it's not stinky at all, thankfully. Even though I do work out a lot, because it gets more sweat than anything. That's where like the smell comes from. But ever since I started using the Loxanity thing, Cherry Cola, the other day I was hanging out with somebody and I was like standing next to them and they were like, "Oh my God, your hair smells so good." And I was like, finally, let's go. So yeah, but it's always heavy. But even though I have freeforms, sometimes it does hurt. Yeah, I make it work. I've been doing this for like, oh my God, 17 years now, so I'm used to what I got going on up here. But Josh says, "I like the shape of welcome boards. I've seen some of your clips too." Hey, thank you. Arizona has a really good great spacing. It really does. Ever heard of the video, "I Can See Your Socks"? Yes, Josh, I have, dude. I love that video. Yeah, I Can See Your Socks, and what's the other one they made? It's funny you mentioned that. Yeah, because one of my buddy Corey has come through a couple times in chat. We used to skate together, and like we used to watch that video like all the time before we go skate. But yeah, it's "I Can See Your Socks," and they made another video. It's like with Chris Millick and all them. What's the other one they did? I forgot the other one, but you know what I'm trying to say. I want to meet Will Blady. I don't know if you know Will Blady, Josh, but what's it called? I think they're in "I Can See Your Socks" or one of those videos. It's like some video with MF and Chris Millick's also in it. But it's funny because I literally skated, like technically like just stopped by. My buddy like hurt himself doing Bulgarian split squats. So his like glutes are all messed up. But anyways, I went to Perry yesterday, which is an Arizona skate spot. And one of my favorite skaters showed up like an hour later. And I was like, oh, dude, I could have met Will Blady, dude, the legend. So yeah. The legend. But Cherry Cola says, "Nice, told you." Yeah, no, you did tell me. But yeah, thanks for all the advice though, Cherry Cola. It's actually genuinely helped a lot with my hair and just understanding it all. I might actually get these like for real twisted one day. I don't know if they can, but yeah. Because I've been freeformed it my entire life. But I'm sure, you know, if I find the right loctician, if I, you know, have the money for a loctician, because locticians sometimes cost some money. I ain't gonna lie, they'd be rightfully so charging a lot, but it is a lot. But Josh says, "You know, serious ball." Yeah, dude. Yeah, Pyramid Country's easy. Yeah, I think they are, Josh, but I haven't seen them around. I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm like retired, if that makes sense, from skating. I like used to skate a lot, way back in the day, and now it's like I skate like once a week with some homies. But I'm not like super in the AZ scene because I just moved out here a year ago, so I'm still trying to like, you know, meet people and stuff like that. But Pyramid Country's AZ base too. Yeah, I know like all the guys you're talking about. Hey, sick, heck yeah. But yeah, Pyramid Country was AZ based, if I'm not mistaken. I just, you know, I don't know if they're still around, is what I'm trying to say. Where'd my bull wrap go? I had another one somewhere. And Cherry Cole says, "No problem. 2 months of groceries for some locks." TBH, I get it. Yeah, exactly. No, for real. But yeah, my buddy Trey just got their stuff retwisted. It looked real nice. So I know someone who knows a loctician, but it's just, yeah. I gotta spend my grocery money on groceries right now. Jeremiah, cool. And Josh says, "I'm 27, man. I'm right there with you. Super hard to have all the homies off at the same time to go." Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That and keeping it real, Josh, I found I have sciatica, dude. So because of that, like I literally just can't skate like I used to. Like when I hit 16, I like started having like back issues, and like I found out like my hamstrings are too short, and my SI joints, so like the where your spine meets your pelvis, it's like shot. And it's not like something I did from skating; it's just like a genetic thing. My mom also has it. So yeah. So it's also like I can physically only skate once a week. Like I'm starting to get to the age where I'm like might not be able to skate anymore in the future, which is like a sad day, but I'm still able to do it for now. So yeah, I kind of told myself, because last time I got really hurt, Josh, I did physical therapy for like 6 months, dude. It was like bad. So I told myself that like if I hurt myself like that one more time, I'm probably gonna to hang it up. So it's like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I'm right for now. So we're making it work for now. I need tape. And Josh says, sorry to hear that, bro. It's awesome to hear to find other hobbies that you feel you like skating used to. I'm glad you found music. Hey, thank you, dude. Yeah, definitely music's been really nice. But I'm sure you feel me on this, Josh. But like, I don't know. As much as I love music, I love it for different reasons. You know what I mean? Like nothing really matches skateboarding, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah. But heck yeah, man, I'm glad to hear you also skate. But also, just so I can say it, speaking of, since I brought up my buddy Trey and us skating yesterday, and they hurt himself skating. So I said Monster State, the title was Monster State 1. The reason why I put that is because I ordered the fridge magnets and the stickers we're going to need for the Monster State 1 launch. So that's now on the way. And I have the demo CDs on the way too. And I think we talked last time about how we're going to do like an alternate cover. I'm probably going to do like a run of like 100 alternate cover CDs, just to like, for all the Kaiju Club Monster Kingdom people, they can get them, and after that I'll go normal cover, rather than trying to like maintain both like a, alternate cover and this version. I'll just do the first 100. I think that'd be kind of fun, and that way it's like less complicated too. But Cherry Cola says, if you were in New York, I would have tried to hook you up with one of my friends, or see if my friends are friends with some people. Oh, thank you, Cherry Cola. Yeah. That's cool. You know all the plugs in New York. If anyone's in New York and you're watching this, let us know. Cherry Cola got the hookups. But yeah. Or the referral, at least. And Josh says, for sure. Nothing can really compare to skating. Getting older and having ass health insurance doesn't help for me. Yeah, I got really lucky, dude, because actually, funnily enough, I used to work at Google, like as an engineer. So when I was working at Google, they had like a thing called an HSA. So it's like you put money to the side, tax-free, to spend on like health insurance stuff. And I never got hurt until like really hurt until that, just recently with the skating thing. And dude, I have like money from like way back from when I like lived like 7 years ago that's just been like compound interesting. So when I had to do physical therapy for 6 months, I was like, oh, I got the money for this, thankfully, because you can only spend it on health stuff. But yeah, so I've also been kind of like, all right, well, I can break my leg once skating, and then after that I gotta stop. That makes sense. I got kind of lucky there. But yeah, I definitely think about that too all the time. Like my homie who got hurt doing his squats, he was like, yeah, I got ass health insurance. And I was like, dude, what we gonna do? Because it sounds like you need physical therapy, dog. Cherco says, lol, yeah. But how we doing on time? I know we just started streaming, but in an hour, I gotta get ready for jazz night. Senorita. But, oh yeah, chicken wings thing. So yeah, the Monster 1, pretty much we got all the I call them accessories on the way. So we're getting that ready. I approved the vinyl mocks from the vinyl people. I'm gonna send those to the Monster Kingdom and the monthly update. I think next week or the week after, so y'all can see all your names on it and stuff, like the actual final vinyl, like the jacket product design thingy. That's what it's called. And yeah, I think it's all the big Monster Tape 1 updates. And then chicken wings, because I couldn't skate with my buddy yesterday. I was like, yo man, there's actually a chicken wing place like right next to us. the skate park. You want to go check it out? It's called Long Wongs in Phoenix. There's multiple Long Wongs. Like no one ever trademarked the name, so there's like all kinds of different copycats. But the one in Phoenix that looks super wacky, that's the one you want. Like it's like you'll know. Like there's like a buffalo statue on the outside. It's really weird. They have like there's a YouTuber that went across the entire. They're called Sam Reed. They went across the entire U.S. to find the best chicken wings in America, and I think they got number 14 after trying like 5 chicken wing spots that were voted by like people in every single major city, like and one in every state. So it's like crazy. Like it was like out of like 200 possible winners, what more? About like 300 restaurants, they got number 14 out of everywhere in the U.S. And yeah, the chicken wings, pretty good chicken wings, man. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, only $1 each. It's crazy. So yeah. But Josh Skateboarding says, damn, that's a good deal. We can afford one more leg break. Yeah, exactly, Josh. I can afford one more broken leg, and then after that, then I might be in trouble. Only enough. Cool. Waiting for Jeremiah. And so yeah, if you're in Phoenix, check out Long Wongs. It's I don't know the cross streets, but just look up Long Wongs. It's like kind of like I think it's like central Phoenix, like it's not too far from downtown. And yeah, you'll just know. Like look at the pictures. If you're like, what the heck is this place? It's that one. And Jericho says, my mother did my braids for the summer. Oh, sick. That's what's up. Yeah, moms be knowing how to do hair hella good. Shouts out to all the mothers. This is, I was recently told my lock stylist I gotta start trimming mine, or they're gonna start thinning at the roots. I was really hoping to go longer. Oh no, Simply a Deo. But how because mine are thick. Because I freeformed mine, like mine are all different sizes. I got some that are like thick, dude. Is it because what's it called? Did you get yours thinner, or did they explain why? Did you like thicken them up by any chance? They won't thin. But Rosa says, I think I remember hearing about it. That sounds cool. It sounds delicious. Oh yeah, I would. I think I might have mentioned on stream before. The Long Wong's place. But yeah, would recommend. It's like a whole series. Like go through all of them. It's crazy. I think they even made like a 2-hour compilation video, like a movie of just chicken wings. Chicken Wings the movie, dude. Thank you, Sarah. Oh my god. Sick. And Simply says, because they're to my waist now, they're a lot heavier, so it's pulling a lot more. Oh yeah. Yeah, mine are also to my lower back, my waist. So yeah. Like I think I told you the stories of me just like walking around and like almost fall out, and I'm like, oh. Oh. So yeah, your loctician's probably right. I'm not gonna lie to you. It might just be I've been losing them. They just be giving up. But it's not the roots though. It'll be like midway through, it gets like super thin, and like I'll just lose like half the lock. Hey yo, Z, what up, dude? Oh my god, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by, Z. Blacklight, how you doing, dude? It's been a minute. How you been? I live in Arizona now, by the way. Are you still skating? We were just talking about skating, dog. Yeah, Blacklight on Instagram. We met. Funny enough, they make super dope music, and they're also like a crazy mixing engineer. We met because we both skated and we would both talk on Tumblr, and we had become really good friends. So yeah, super cool. But as everybody else says, that's about to be soon enough. Yeah, just losing your locks. Actually, Blacklight also has locks, dude. Oh god, yo, we're all locked up in here. Let's go. But Josh says, gonna grab something to eat. Had fun hanging out for a little. Have a good stream. Hey, thank you, dude. Glad to hear, Josh. Have fun getting something to eat, and yeah, dude, I'll definitely have a good stream. Thank you, dog. I appreciate it. Yeah, Blacklight. This is a long time, but I know it's been a minute. But yeah, I live in Arizona now, dude. I'm out in Phoenix. You know, still skating though. But yeah, how about you? How you been? If you got a second, how's your skate career going? How's music going and stuff? How's life? Most of it says, hey, yeah, we're all locked up. Let's go. Okay, another vinyl mailer. Ooh. But yeah, other than that, what else have I been up to? So I talked about Wednesday. I was just playing video games, record gameplay footage. And oh yeah, that song's gonna come out, I think. So the actual song's gonna be released on streaming services, I think, like a month from now. I like found a date according to the stars. And then what's been funny is I have a lot of friends that recently have been like talking to new potential dates. And you know what I mean? I've been like, what time were they born? Let me know. So that's kind of fun. But Black Ice has been in the Philippines for 6 months. Yo, that's so sick, dude. I want to skate that. They don't have skate spots out there? I assume they would. But dude, I hope you've been enjoying it. I want to visit the Philippines so bad, dude. I actually work with someone from the Philippines. Like, you know what I mean? They're like on my team now. That's so dope. What part? You want me asking, Blacklight? You like near Manila or oh my god, Manila, or are you more on like the countryside? But Cherry Cole says, damn Rapunzel. I know, yeah. These two they both are Rapunzelin. And how do you like the Philippines, like in general? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, this is going Sabrina. The Teenage Witch, dude. Did y'all ever have like I think I mentioned this before, but have y'all ever had like, what was y'all's like annoying nickname when you were in like elementary school? Because my last name is Turner. I'd always get like Fairly Odd Parents like, yo, what's up, Timmy Turner? I don't even look like Timmy Turner, bro. Bro, you're God fairies, bro. I'm like, oh my god, what? You know what I mean? Morgan Freeman? Oh, that's crude. Why? How? And this video says, yeah, Rapunzel letting him flow. Heck yeah. And Rosa says, I was really annoyed at Banana. Yeah, I think you mentioned your nickname was Banana. That's a cool one though. I'd be down to be Banana. Actually, I don't know. I feel like that's a. Draco says, my first name is Morgan. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. See, it's always something like not even creative. It's always like something like not even like well thought out. Oh, I'm sorry. You got Morgan Freeman. Rose's one. I didn't mention Obama. That goes pretty hard, actually, though. Why Obama? And actually, yeah, Morgan Freeman's unfortunate, but Morgan Freeman, you know, they are cool though. This is not like something bad. I guess Timmy Turner's kind of cool, but I don't know. But I guess you know, you after a while you get tired of it. But Black Knight says, Philippines has been dope. Been in the city and the provinces eating mangoes every day. That's sick, dude. That's so sick. Mangoes are dank. I actually found out recently I can't eat mangoes no more. I got like stomach issues now. I can't eat like mangoes. I can't eat ketchup no more. I found out. I can't eat anything, dude. My stomach got all messed up. But that's sick, dude. Mangoes are so dope. That's dope. How's the music scene out there? Because the person I work with in the Philippines, she's like at every show. Like I guess there's like an indie sleaze night out there that she goes to a lot. You might run into her, ironically. Not gonna lie, if you're going to shows out there, you might run into her. What? Cherry Cola? Oh my god. My best friend since middle school called me my sweet 9/11 tower because you're tall, right? That's crazy. That's so unhinged. Yeah. And Rosa says, my real name is odd, but it basically sounds similar to, oh, okay. No worries. Yeah, don't dox yourself. But, all right, Obama. All right, everybody. Don't dox yourself, but now, Rosa, for the rest of the time of us being, like, hanging out, I'm going to be thinking, all right, Rosa's real name is Obama Banana. That's pretty cool, though. That's a pretty cool name. That's like that'd be like a really cool name for like a cat. This is my cat, Obama Banana. You know what I mean? But Cherry Cola says, yep, yeah, just because you're tall. Aw. What's it called? I feel it though. I'm getting stickers for for Sabrina. What was I gonna say? Talking about the Philippines, talking about nicknames. Yeah, but I also got Bob Marley a lot in high school. So it was like elementary school was like Timmy Turner, and because as my hair started getting the dreadlocks, they were like, "Yo, Bob Marley." So like I still have like I think they came by the other day, but someone in chat, their name was Whitney. I think that was their Instagram name. But anyways, but yeah, she knows me as Bob because everyone used to call me Bob Marley. Which honestly, it's not that bad because Bob Marley, like low key, I think they were also like, I'm like 25% European. I guess my grandma, I have a white grandma, and Bob Marley is like similar, I think. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I'll be Bob Marley. Why not? I was like, actually, I could see the connection. I should also give them these stickers. There we go. And Rosa says, I might share my real name, so one of these days I'll be willing to share. It's just realizing how unique my name gets put me in an odd place, especially after some unpleasant online. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, no worries. We can talk about it at some point if you ever want to talk about it. But yeah, I feel you on that. So that's the thing too, is that like, keep it real with you, Roses, is that sometimes like I want to share people's names that like orders, because sometimes their names are like something hamburger, and I'm like, how is your last name Hamburger, dude? That's so sick. But like, I don't want to say it because then it's like, how many, I don't know, just John Hamburgers, their name wasn't John Hamburger, but you know what I mean, but just John Doe, but John Hamburgers are there in the world. I'd be afraid to be like, yo, this is their name, dude, can you believe it? But yeah, it will make sense. That's okay, yeah, understandable, yeah, exactly, yeah. How many John Hamburgers are there? But at the same time, too, I bet having like a cool last name is probably also like sucks for the first half of your life because everyone's like, "Oh, you're a hamburger." It's like, stop it! No, I don't want to be a hamburger. So yeah. But speaking of kid stuff, I actually caught up with a buddy of mine, and what's funny is that they're moving states. I guess like their son, they're like in like elementary school, like kindergarten, and I guess they've been like bragging to their friends like, I'm moving, because they're like really excited to move, and they're like, are you coming back? He's like, hell no. And they're like, oh, and he's like, I can't wait to leave. It's like, but like since they're a kid, they don't realize they shouldn't say that because it's mean to everyone that like likes them. You know what I mean? It's just kind of funny. I was like, oh, like all his like school friends are like, what? Oh, you're leaving? He's like, I can't wait to leave. It's hella funny. But yeah, and then yeah. So Thursday was went to the gym, and then it was lol, don't blame him though. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're excited to leave, man, you're excited to leave. Hey, to being honest, nothing wrong with being honest. And then, Jericho says, damn. Yeah. Damn, our time together meant nothing to you. Like, literally, yeah. But he's a kid, so he doesn't, like, get, that's what he's implying, you know what I mean? So it's just hella funny. Kids in a nutshell, yeah, exactly, who is it? Exactly. So yeah, but I'm excited though because the same buddy that they're like moving like from the East Coast to the West Coast. So because of that, like I think their wife and kid are gonna like fly over to the new house, but he has the car, so he has to drive it. So he was like, you know what? I'm gonna just swoop through Arizona to say hi real quick, and I'm like, yes, dude, we get to hang out. Let's go. So I'm super hyped for that. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Get to see the homie. Hey, Jeremy.
New merch order from Jeremy.
Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate it. If you're watching this, let me know. I'll pack it right now. How much time we got? Yeah, like 40 minutes left. Okay. Yeah, I'll pack it right now, Jeremy. But yeah, and on Friday, I cleaned my whole house, and I called 3D Blast to catch up with him. That was really cool. And then Saturday, I escaped with my buddy. Or, you know, I tried to escape, but we got the chicken wings because they were trying to get Bulgarian and hurt themselves. Doing some exercise thing. But again, because of all the astrology stuff I'm doing, what's funny is I guess the person that they're talking to is also into it. But like, you know, I don't want to mansplain astrology to someone because I feel like that's way out of pocket for me to do that. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I feel like that's not the right thing to do. But I guess she sent him some like generated astrology report that he read the first couple sentences of like, turn that shit off, man. Doesn't know what it's talking about. So that was a lot of fun. I got you. Yeah, you're right. I'm talking too much junk. Zaku got me real conscious about slurping. I gotta remember not to slurp. Alright, cool. Other than that, actually, there's one other thing I want to bring up. Remember how I think last stream, I mentioned how I wanted to go to this event in a couple weeks, but then they use AI flyers, and I was like, dang, I don't know if I want to support them, so I decided not to go. So I did talk to another buddy about it, and I was like, yeah, I decided not to go. And he was like, I mean, if you genuinely think they probably just didn't know any flyer designers, and you know a bunch, why don't you just email them? I was like, oh yeah. So, so I emailed them, and I'm gonna see, depending on how they respond, I might still go. Because if they're like, oh, actually, we didn't know any, and yeah, you make a good point, cool, like, who are your contacts? We'll try to use them next time. And it's like, okay, yeah, this didn't know. But if they're like, no, actually, AI is the greatest thing ever, then I'll be like, okay, no, I don't know about this. So that's what I think the game plan is. So yeah. Y'all got any thoughts on that? Oh, roses? Not to be rude, that's still no excuse. I feel it. Okay. I feel it. Like, what? Even if they like genuinely didn't know? You think so? I'm curious to hear what you think. Artists are everywhere wanting commissions? Yeah. But I know, you know me, I tend to be really empathetic. So I'm trying to think, like, what if my, like, I'm trying to think. What's an example? Because I have, like, some friends, like, I like, you know, I mean, tech friends are, what's it called? They're going to be IA, because they work in tech. But, like, I'm trying to think of, like, an example. Like, a good example. I'm trying to think of who in my life owns business. Well, no. I guess I can't think of a good example off the top of my head because all my older business friends work in tech, so they're gonna, yeah, they're a lost cause. But you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, if like I had like a friend's dad that like did an AC company. You know what I mean? Like, how many artists would he really know? You know what I mean? So I think that would be like a, hey, you know, maybe tell your dad if you know. So yeah, because the thing a lot about, like, what I've noticed about the spiritual community, a lot of people tend to be older. It's a lot of like new agey people, which I'm not like super into that whole aesthetic or that whole vibe. But yeah, but thanks for keeping it real with me. I appreciate you keeping it real with me, though, Roses. But yeah, but I mean, I already sent the email, so we'll see what happens with the email. I'll let y'all know how the email goes. Because if they double down, like, no, whack, I was like, okay, yeah, no. And Rose says, it also depends on what you mean by not knowing too. Oh, I mean, well, I guess that's I guess what I'm trying to say is I could imagine, like, just from the videos I've seen, a lot of people, like, they tend to be like 50 plus. You know what I mean? A lot of them like that are in the videos, and the videos they have shown are like, a lot of them are like older. I'm like, you guys probably just don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think you guys just don't know. So yeah. And Rose, you make a good point too. If they actually hired someone who doesn't use AI or use AI without their knowledge, that's something that's also more forgiving. Yeah, that's actually, I don't know if you saw on that exact point. Did y'all see the Unjust Jewelry? If y'all familiar, it's like a Fruitigo Arrow like jewelry brand, and just Loki, they made a trademark for the word Fruitigo Arrow, which caused a whole big controversy. But then they had to clarify, like, when you trademark something, you only trademark it in one category. So like, someone could go make Fruitigo Arrow home furniture, and there would be no trademark for Fruitigo Arrow home furniture, only for if they try to make Fruitigo Arrow scents. But that, to me, it's still kind of like, they're still trademarking something that's like publicly used, because like, what if someone wanted to make Fruitigo Arrow XL or something? You know, then they'd be in trouble. Yeah, I know. That one, you know what I mean? That one, I'm kind of like, even then, I'm still like, I don't know, man. But what's it called? But they mentioned that, you know, they've contacted like actual Fruitigo Arrow artists to help them with their stuff, and they used AI, and they were like, bro, like, no, what are you doing? I'm begging you to like actually make the art. So like, even as someone who's like in the art scene could get caught sometimes, you know what I mean, by commissioning the wrong people without them, yeah. But instead of Nails' point, if they double down, absolutely, yeah. If they double down, then it's like, okay, yeah, it's all good. I'm good. So yeah, so I pretty much try to give them an out. Like, hey, you know what I mean? Just wanna clarify here. So yeah. But cool. But yeah, thanks for giving me your honest thoughts. I'm glad we can have these discussions, because the AI's coming. We gotta like do what we can to stop. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, Rose says, yeah, that's understandable. Yeah. And Rose says, also, if someone has a history with using it themselves, it's when they use it because it's early use of AI, was innocent intention. Yeah, exactly. I'm in the same boat, Roses, where I'm a bit more forgiving. If it's like, I see a post from like 2022 when like ChatGPT first came out, and they're like, use it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, everyone was trying to be like, what is this thing? And then like, all of a sudden they were like, we are ruining every neighborhood with data centers. And it's like, oh, whoa. Chill out, y'all. Whoa. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah. Yeah, maybe I'm just too empathetic too. No, I noticed it's like a lot of like older people tend to use it too, and I'm kind of like, you guys are just old. You know what I mean? Like, y'all are just old. And another reason too why I'm still kind of like, there was a decision made, because the original flyer for the event that I was, it wasn't in AI, so I'm like, who? But it wasn't just like they just one day decided we're gonna change the flyer to AI. It's like they started like a whole like AI everything, and I was like, okay, who told you to do this? You know what I mean? You know the J. Cole Nardwuar interview where he was like, who told you that? You know what I mean? So I'm trying to be like, was it like a boomer friend that told you that you should just use AI, or was it like a, I think we know this is what we should be doing, just, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to like, hey man, you know you're losing customers doing this, right? Just want to check in. I can help you out if you need the help. So yeah, that's like literally what the email was like, hey, you're probably losing customers doing this. If you need contacts, I know a bunch. And Rose says, all this is why people are nicer about it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm kind of glad that we can talk about it, because I know like no one's come into chat yet and been like, you're wrong on everything, I hate you. We've always had like really, I feel like, nuanced discussions about it. I appreciate. We're trying to figure it out. I mean, well, we're trying to figure out how to get it to chill out. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah. But cool. Thanks for letting me know, y'all. I appreciate y'all keeping real with me. But I am love to be accountable. One of my I don't know. I feel like if people just could keep it real with themselves, like the world would be a lot better. Like I mean, I don't know. But other than that, yeah, who is it? Pretty sure I keep it a good pet. Exactly, who is it? And I appreciate that. Heck yeah. And like anyone here, especially too, because what's it called? I don't know. I want like, like for example, like Logan's getting started with their label and stuff like that. I also want to make sure that we're like setting a good example. You know what I mean? And that's like the big part too, because I'm like, I figured the email was worth it because yeah, again, what I don't know, I just maybe I'm being too nice. I probably am being too nice, but I feel like at least give people a chance to be like, why? Why did you decide this? So yeah. Cool. Now we need tapes. But yeah, I honestly, to be fair though, I have been known to be too nice, so you know, maybe that's one of my character flaws. But we'll see. I don't know. I'll let y'all know. Hopefully they get back to me. I sent the email like I scheduled it for yesterday, so hopefully they get back to me. And the event's not for like another couple weeks, so we'll see. We shall see. Cool. Other than that, let's see what's going on. Especially because also the reason why I emailed them is because low key, I have a friend out here in Phoenix that does flyers, and I'm like, I got some work for you. What's the the one weird meme of like Sonic, like Metal Sonic, and he's like, ah, yeah, he's like rubbing his because that's what I'm hoping. That's best case scenario is that low key I'm able to hit up my homie and be like, hey, I know a store that needs flyer designs actually, because I emailed them being like, you should hire local artists. Or they'll, worst case scenario, they'd be like, what do you mean? This is the greatest invention ever invented. I was like, okay, yeah, actually. So hopefully I get my homie some work, you know what I mean? That would be dope. But anyways, other than that, what's going on today? Today is National Tapioca Day. What do y'all think of? Did we ever talk about boba? Do y'all like boba, bubble tea people? Don't like bubble tea? I used to drink it. I used to get a lot of it. Like that was like my go-to snack. But after a while, I was like, dang, this is like you're just literally eating and drinking straight sugar. It's crazy. But I do like me a boba. You know, every once in a while. But yeah, I feel like for a hot second, boba was like the go-to. Now I'm kind of more of a somi. I think we've talked about somi, but there's like a upcoming, I think it's not really up and coming, but it's like all over the West Coast. It's like a lactose-free ice cream Japanese place. And it's hella good. Hella dank. And Rampage says, hell yeah, just ordered some emeralds. Emeralds? Is that like a boba place, Rampage? And Rosa says, I like tea, but I'm mixing the boba bits. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I've noticed that some people get like really weirded out by the actual boba. Because it's like, it's chewy, and it's like, I don't know, even just like sucking it in is kind of like, well, it's kind of like you're like eating eggs. Who is it says, or like you're like slurping up like egg yolks. But who is it says, I used to get it every other Wednesday, but after the heart thing, I can't have, oh, boo, yeah. I don't know if low-key, same, who is it? I might not really drink boba anymore. Because I'm not allowed to have, I think like high fructose corn syrup anymore. So like if they make the tapioca with that at all, like I'd rip. So yeah. And like maybe, Skyr. I'm sorry. Skyr's comedy. I'll get back to Skyr. Killed me. Somebody else says Kung Fu tea, honeydew milk tea with boba bangs. Yeah. Yeah, you know what's really random? For some reason, I've been kind of around the US a bit. I traveled quite a bit. And best boba in the US is actually in San Jose, like in the Bay Area, like Silicon Valley. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but dude, out there, they know how to make boba out there. There's a place called so Kung Fu Tea is a pretty cool chain, but there's a place called Teaspoon out there that's like crazy good. But yeah, Kung Fu Tea is all right. I don't know, not to be, I won't sound like condescending, but Kung Fu Tea is pretty good. But I guess, I don't know, now that I bring it up, I watched a video once that I think boba actually like started, like the bubble tea trend started in Southern California. So we kind of have like, you know what I mean? It's obviously indigenous to like Asia, but in the US it's indigenous to Southern California, if that makes any sense at all. If you know what I mean? If you get what I'm trying to say. Let me look at you, I'm sorry, I'm like trying to rip this. Okay, cool. And Rampage says caramel milk tea, but yeah, I keep the sugar 0%. Sorry, I meant pearls. Okay, yeah, no worries. But yeah, I also do sugar 0% because, like, I don't know, the tea, if you add even more sugar, it's like, whoa. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa. And Suido says, I just watched the regular show episode on boba today. Hey, sick. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, there was an episode on it, huh? That's what's up. Skyr killed me. They said, I never got into boba tea. I felt a little too white girl for my taste. That's comedy. That is comedy. Is it white girl though? I don't think that's more like, I mean, if we're going there, isn't that more like Starbucks? I like, not to, I feel like it's like boba's more POC, no? People of color. People of color women. It says, damn. Yeah, with I can't eat high fructose corn syrup no more, yeah. And Rampage's pearls are smaller than oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Do you mean like the ones that like kind of like gushers, Rampage? They have those too. And Subedo says, nah, I get that or either Mr. Wishful around me. If there was a more authentic place, I'm there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, authentic? I don't know if there really is. I don't think any of the boba in the US is authentic. I don't know if there is. Maybe. But yeah. I think each boba place is just, you just kind of have to go around. Like, I know like Tasty for me is like bottom tier boba. I don't like Tasty at all. But it's like what we mostly have in Arizona. But in LA, dude, it's like we got Ding Tea, we got a Teaspoon because they moved eventually. Teaspoon expanded down to SoCal. We got we had like local chains like Honeysuckle and Long Beach is hella good. There's it's called like Choffer Tea in Long Beach is really good. Like we have like all these like independent chains, like it'll be like one-off shops. Like how like they'll have like hipster coffee shops. We have like hipster boba shops in LA. Like they're like not even chains. It's like that popular. It's crazy. Yo, Diggly, dude. This is the hydrate. I got you, Diggly. How much time do we have? 7:30. Okay, cool. We're doing good. I got you on the hydrate, Diggly. But if you're not chatting, that's all good. But thanks for stopping by, Diggly. I appreciate you. But yeah. But anyways, the reason why I brought up for tapioca day is because boba is made with tapioca. But remember in like cartoons, they'd be like, "Oh, if you're old, you eat tapioca." I've never ever seen an older person eat tapioca. I don't know where that came from. But hi, Diggly. Good to see you. How's your Sunday? If you're chatting, how you doing? But yeah, I've never actually. Yeah, I don't know. One of these days, I want to try tapioca just because it saw it in cartoons so much growing up. And Diggly says, pretty good. I just got off of work. Seen the notification for the stream. Oh, sick. Heck yeah. Well, dude, I hope work went good. Anything fun or exciting happened during work? Was it like a normal day? Oh, and it's also the Stonewall Riots anniversary. y'all familiar with that? I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty, let's go to Wikipedia. So I'm not speaking out my butt. I'm pretty sure the Stonewall riots were a riots for LGBTQ rights. Yes. Was a series of spontaneous riots and demonstrations against a police raid that took place at the Stonewall Inn. Yeah, it's pretty much like people fighting back against LGBTQ persecution. So shouts out to everyone who rioted that day to get us some rights. Well, by us, I mean, anyone who does LGBTQ. But yeah. What's the one song? Thanks for my friends. You talk shit, you get these hands. Something like that. But Digley says it was a normal day. Just had headphones in and vibing at work. Hey, sick. You want me asking Digley, what do you do for work? Let's who got the vibe. Vibing at work is what's up. Who this fits? There you go. It's also a log cabin day. Have y'all ever got to stay in a log cabin? Log cabins kind of underrated, dude. Every time I've gone snowboarding and again, back in the days when I had money, I was able to rent out, not super expensive log cabin, but just, I don't know, if you live in the mountains, you just tend to make your, a thing you do. And even for one of my buddy's weddings, we had to stay at a cabin. They're so cozy, dude. They're wild how cozy they are. Every time I stay in one, I'm like, dude, I should just live here. And Digley says, I work at a pizza shop as a night shift manager. Oh, sick, dude. That's what's up. Making pizzas. I feel like that, yeah. Do you like it? I feel like that's a pretty chill job. Yeah, exactly. Have you seen the one guy that's going viral where he works at Domino's and he just puts on Evanescence and just does all these crazy pizza tricks? I'm like, hell yeah. Who says, in the mountains of Gatlinburg, Tennessee, got to stay in a log cabin. It was slanted. Also, the bears were out. Uh-oh. Yeah, bears are scary, dude. It's weird because it's yeah, bears are scary, but I don't know. But yeah, I'd be, if I saw bears, I'd be like, I'm staying in the cabinet. I ain't going out. I do not want to run into a bear. I'm good. Yeah, what's it called? The video says, during my early summers, I had to work in the Poconos. And I had to stay in cabins. I like them, but I can't do spiders. Oh, dude. Not the spiders. Yeah, spiders are a little creepy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a bug person either. Fully enough, though, I don't mind spiders. It's any other bug than a spider I don't like. But spiders, sometimes I'm like, you know what? As long as you stay in the corner, you're good. Because I know you eat the other bugs, so we can have a relationship here where you eat the other bugs. But otherwise, I'm not a bug guy either. Who said the bears are open up doors? Yo! That's terrifying. Oh hell no, that's like a horror video game, dude. I'd be like, nah, I'm good, dude. I don't get to stay in this cabin. And Digley says, I love working at the pizza shop, but I have my days where I want to quit. Yeah, I feel like after a while I'd be like, oh, whack. But Digley says, I never stayed in a cabin before. Don't stay in one. Yeah, they're hell. I mean, one of these days, if you ever want to do a snow trip or something, hopefully you get the chance to do so. Oh yeah, it's gotta print out their thing. Cool. I know what I'm doing. It is this one. Yes. And Rampage's tarantulas. Honestly, dude, I think I could do a pet tarantula. I'm not gonna lie. They are super spooky, but the more I see them, the more I'm like, I think I could do it. Like, I think I'd be creeped out pretty hard, but I think I could do it. I think I want to hold one. I don't know if I could hold one, but I'd be down to have a pet. I'd be like, you know what? You stay in your little box because you look cool, but I don't know if I want to hold you. But that's cool. You can do it. For somebody else to see, I tell the spiders stay in your corner, but they start moving towards me. Yeah, it's like they can smell the fear. They're like, now's our chance. But yeah, Hero says, Sky says trenches are kind of cute. Exactly. Yeah, they're kind of cute. They're like a little fuzzy. I think, yeah. I see you on the cute tarantula. Especially, have you seen like an anime one? Like sometimes people will draw them as like anime characters with like the eyes and everything. They're kind of cute. This is hell no. This is also nope on the spiders from me. Yeah. I feel you on the arachnophobia. Yeah, spiders are kind of creepy. They have all the eyes and stuff. But I don't know. It's like I feel like I see both versions. I see both anime spider tarantula in my brain and the creepy at the same time. Hey. Oh yeah. But yeah, I'd be down for a pet tarantula and pet rats. Rats are cool pets too. Kind of slept on. But intergalactic hippie god, dude, that's just sick Instagram name. Yo, love Groovy Kaiju. Listen to the newest one while working on the car. Hey, dude, I'm glad to hear. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, and thanks for stopping by, dude. Hope the car work is going good. What you doing? I mean, you're working on the car, so I'm not gonna ask, but thank you, man. Thanks for the love, dog. I appreciate it. Somebody who says rats I do as a pet. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't know. I dated someone who had pet rats, and like, yeah, when they crawl on you, their claws kind of hurt. It's like you're like being scratched as they just walk around. But I don't know, they squeak around. And what's hella funny about them too is if you get multiple, they like to like wrestle a lot. So like pretty much just in the cage all the time, just like wrestling each other and just like like RKOing each other and stuff nonstop. So it's like you got WWE in a corner. And Roses, can you look up a bee fly? Because it's a cute bug. I'll look it up. Yeah, cute. Bee fly. No, yeah. They're super cute. They kind of look like hummingbirds. Like, yeah, they look like, it's funny because they look like if a bee and a fly had a baby. And it was like low-key a hummingbird. Oh. Yeah, bee flies are adorable. They're really fuzzy. Heck yeah. And who says nope on the rats? Oh, yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's not for everyone because I know some people are like afraid of rodents. And Rampage says rats are cute too. Yeah. If it means anything, who is it? The specific rats I'm talking about too. It's not like some people get like for real like street rat pets, but there's a specific kind of rat called a fancy rat that are meant to be pets. They look a lot cuter. They're not like like, hey, I'm walking here, kind of New York rat. You know what I mean? They look all like super chunky. Like, let me get a slice of pizza. Type of rat. They look more like big hamsters. Did y'all ever have like a pet hamster or anything? Hamsters are pretty cool too. The movie's back. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Wizard says, I can imagine a rat with a dapper bow tie with that name. Fancy? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's kind of a funny name. It's like, fancy rat. And Rosa says, I kind of like all animals, so I would like to have a pet rat too. Yeah. The animals are cool. Shouts out to animals. And what about those giant rats? Yeah, I have giant rats. Yeah, they don't look like. Oh, well, yeah. What? Whoa, hold up. Whoa, I know rats can get that big. Well, is it a rat? That looks more like a... Oh, wow. Yeah, it looks more like a capybara. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I looked up giant rats, and yeah, it's mostly capybaras it's showing. But that's the thing, is that the fancy rats are a lot smaller. They don't look like New York rats. Someone took the rat on a walk. That's crazy. Oh no, I guess in Africa, like, you know, when they lay mines for war and stuff, rats can sniff out the mines, like the landmines. That's crazy. So that's why they had it like on a leash, because it was like sniffing out for landmines. That's crazy. Whoa! Shouts out to animals, dude. All right. And for the rest of these orders, they're pretty chill. And I'm also stoked too, because low-key, should I do it right now? Oh, we gotta stop streaming in 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna do this low-key. Yeah, we gotta stop streaming in 10 minutes. I'm sorry, I go to jazz night, y'all. It's also really gonna be super sick because Newport's pulling up. They said they might pull up. I'm pulling up my homie A Greg. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I guess tonight they're having like a rapper pull up that's like kind of well known, and I think they brought like a saxophonist. It's gonna be super sick, dude. I'm so hyped. And I found out one of my old college buddies is moving to Arizona. I don't know what happened. I feel like everyone I've ever met in my life, just without me even telling them, we all of our brains synced up. We were like, we should move to Arizona. I don't know, like this is like some ghost out there just whispering in all of our ears. Move to Arizona, move to Arizona, move to Arizona. But yeah, what's sick about them is that they skate too, and they're like Toki, the drummer from like my buddy's band. It's like one of my favorite bands of all time, like local bands. So I'm like, dude, we should go to jazz night together, and I'm gonna see if I can push them to be like, yo man, you should sign up, man. I want to hear you drum again, dude. You know what I mean? So I might have a homie to pull up with that will actually perform at jazz night. So I'm like, let's go. And Rosa says, it's okay. I wouldn't mind if you stop now to get extra time to get really big sounds or thoughts. Oh, thank you, Roses. Yeah, we can do. I'll do the last couple orders, just because the show starts at 9. It's like 8 or at 7:50 for me right now. But I gotta like, full enough cherry cola. I gotta but fix up my hair. I have to like do this, and I gotta eat food. But the reason why I brought up jazz night is because I gotta make, you know, because my stomach's so messed up now. Really weird. I can't eat ketchup, but I can eat barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce is really just ketchup. I don't know why. It works something weird about it. But so I have a bunch of frozen chicken. So I'm just gonna microwave the chicken. Well, it's like frozen shredded chicken I already cooked myself. Microwave that. Boom. Covered in barbecue sauce. Boom, 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 boom. Mix it up, right? I know make French fries. Boom. Instead of doing orange chicken French fries, I do barbecue chicken French fries. Because I can eat potatoes, I can eat barbecue sauce, and I can eat chicken. So that when I go to the show, I'm not there the whole time like bloated. Like I don't have to go to the bathroom. I'm trying to hold it all in. Let's see what it says. Acid content? Maybe. Yeah, maybe, because I don't know. I really don't know for some reason. Yeah. Because it's like, I know like maybe it might be like, I think ketchup tends to have like garlic and onion powder in it. I think that's what it is. But like, if you dilute it enough, it doesn't become a problem anymore. Because something about like, I don't know. And I think like because barbecue sauce has so many other ingredients that it like gets rid of it. So you might be right about the acid content. Somebody did. I mean, might have answered the question for me low key. But yeah. So I'm stoked because now I have like another skate buddy moving to Arizona. So I'm super hyped on that. And we can make music. Or I can watch them play music again. But they're like married now. I don't know if they have kids. They might have kids. If they have kids, I'll be holiday. But I don't know. I guess they were saying that their wife is like, yo, we should go to like this specific venue that I go to for jazz nights. I don't know. Even his wife is on board, like, yo, let's go to jazz nights. Let's go to jazz nights. So I'm like, heck yeah, dude. I'm about to be the jazz nights #1 promoter. Unintentionally. But yeah, and then on Tuesday when we stream again, I can tell you about how it went. It was also crazy too. It's funny because for some reason, all of them have lined up. Like all the jazz nights I've been going to have all lined up on a full moon. And so it's always funny because you know, I'm into all the astrology stuff, so I always like walk past a group of girls and they're always like, well, you know, it's a full moon. And like I so badly want to be like, let's talk about it, but I don't want to be weird, you know what I mean? So yeah. It's like I don't want to like just butt into someone's like friend conversations. But yeah. But that's all one of the shows supposed to make friends. I don't know. Maybe this time I might. I don't know, who knows. But it's just funny though, because everyone's always like, it's a full moon tonight, everybody. The way the timing's worked out. Yeah, other than that, what else is going on? How do y'all feel about food trucks? Since this is that song Full Moon with Common started playing in my head. Dude, I love Common. I feel like Common doesn't get enough like credit for how good of an artist they are. But to be fair though, sometimes a Common song is like ridiculously good, and sometimes Common, I'd be like, bro, you need some ghostwriters, dog, because sometimes I'm like, what are you even talking about? But like when Common hits, dude, he hits. But when you know, sometimes I'm like, did you like generate these lyrics, man? Computer, generate me some soulful lyrics for my hip hop song. You know what I mean? So yeah. But Toledo says, I love food trucks. Rosa says food trucks are amazing. Rosa says, I love them, but one made me puke. Yeah, that's the thing, is that like, you know, because it's like a truck, sometimes like the food safety is like a bit tougher. But yeah, I love food trucks too, yeah. What I love out like just living in the Southwest, dude, like taco food trucks are always banging, dude. Like we have them all over. Like it's always funny because they're like always like parked in like a random gas station parking lot, and those are the ones that slap the most. Yeah, do they have like what kind of food trucks do you have, Simply Deo? Because out here like in Arizona and LA, all of them are always like, yo, taco food truck and stuff like that. Because it trips me out on like the East Coast, y'all have like more like Arabic food trucks and like, I don't know, you guys have like shawarma food trucks and stuff like that. Ours is always like Mexican, which is cool. I'm never complaining about burrito, but yeah. Or like a quesadilla carne asada. Oh, dude. Oh my god. Alright, we'll do this very last CD and then we'll call it for Jazz Night. Oh, after VTech is done playing at least. Yeah, so you'll see a lot of halal food trucks, which are good depending on which one you go to, and then the usual really, yeah, we don't really have halal food trucks out like by us. That's not like a thing. But I'm like, dang, I want some halal food truck. Rosa says June 24th was National Fairy Day. That's really cool. Yeah, that's super dope. Yeah, what about what could you have done for Fairy Day? Play Zelda? Yeah. Or whatever happened, like, remember the Winx Club? That cartoon from back in the day? Watch reruns of that. Celebrate. But as somebody else says, I don't know what the white sauce is in halal food, but it ties everything together. True. Yeah. Yeah, to me, I don't know. I never really got into the. Why I usually eat it dry. I think a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing halal wrong. Yeah, I'm not a big white sauce guy. But then again, like the thing about me and halal food is that like I feel like it could be real hit or miss. Like it's really hard to get like bad Mexican food, but like halal food could be like bad. But when you find one that's good, it's like the greatest food ever made. Hey, Rose says Tinkerbell. Yeah, Tinkerbell's a fairy, huh? Yeah. Watch Peter Pan. Shouts out Tinkerbell, dude. Oh, I forgot to put the... No. That's the thing. Yeah, talking about Tupperwave earlier, dude. Yeah, I think I mentioned it before, but Tupperwave decided to drop. Oh my god, the change up on this. I got a notification on my computer and it was so loud in my headphones. Also, for the first time, have y'all ever used xanthan gum when cooking? A lot of YouTubers that like are YouTube chefs, you'd be like, gotta add the xanthan gum to this dessert recipe. I tried adding it to my ice cream I made, and like, yeah, it's super trippy. Like, you add like a pinch of it, and it will turn anything into like super like gummy, for lack of better words, like a gummy bear. I'm like, whoa, this is weird. So yeah, I added it to my ice cream. I think I added a little too much, so now my ice cream's kind of like I'm like chewing on gummy bears eating ice cream. It's not bad. It didn't ruin it. It doesn't have a flavor, but like, it is quite a hack. I'm like stoked to like use less of it next time. It does have like a nice consistency to the ice cream. But yeah, okay. I got this last order pack. I think we will call it here. I'm gonna start putting everything away. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, y'all. I appreciate it as always. If anyone ordered now and you're watching the VOD, I'm gonna go to Jazz Night, come back, probably like feed my cats, and then I might feed them before I leave. But I'm gonna come back and just stay up and finish up the rest of the orders. There's only like I didn't show y'all, but I did all these yesterday because I knew Jazz Night was tonight, so I did like 30 orders last night. So this is my Santa bag of orders. Like I drop off on Monday. So I think there's like 7 or 8 left, including the ones that just happened. So yeah, I'll do those when I get back from Jazz Night around like midnight. Me, I'd be staying up till like 5 in the morning every day. It's dope. But yeah, cool. Let's shut everything down. I have to go to the bathroom too, low key. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm holding it because I wanted to hang out. But yeah, okay, I can close everything down. So on that note, Roses, have fun. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much, Roses, and thank you. Who is it for saying have fun? K Cud Punk. I started like 2 hours ago, K Cud, but I have to go to a show. Like there's a Jazz Night show in Phoenix. It's so dope. I mean, like, it happens once a month, so I'm like, I have to go to every single one. So yeah, I'm about to head out, eat food and get ready for that. Thanks for stopping by, dude. But yeah, we're streaming again on Tuesday. Okay, Cud. So if you want to stop by on Tuesday, or you'll see me live on Tuesday. I'm live on Sundays. But yeah. But Simply Deo says, you guys take care. See you in the next one. See you in the next one, Simply Deo. So catch you around, Simply Deo. Catch you around. Who is it? Catch you around Skyer. Catch you around Roses. Logan, if you're still here, catch you around. Catch you around Rampage. I appreciate you, Rampage, for stopping by. Catch you around Digley. Catch you around what else pulled up? Yeah, I said who is it? Oh, catch you around Cherry Cola if you have me on another screen. And yeah. And there's Little Ham take videos. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. I usually post it. I'll post a video on my story, Little Ham, so you'll see it. But yeah, I'll take a video and like show y'all. So yeah, if anyone wants to see what Jazz Night looks like, check my Instagram story in like probably like 3 hours. So yeah, enjoy Jazz Fest, Groovy. Later, everybody. But yeah, so yeah, we'll stream again on Tuesday, every Tuesday, Sunday. So yeah, I'll see you on Tuesday. And if you watch this, and you were waiting for your order, it'll be in the mail on Monday. So yeah, all right, I'll catch y'all around. Enjoy your Sunday night, y'all. Take it easy. All right, peace.